once one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL, resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami. Tua now on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Yeah, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Henry again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Tannehill. Out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Bullock's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tua going to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Get it, boy. Get it. Keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go. Hey.
Derrick Henry. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferkser. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Let's make these bases cry all the way back home.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, the 40, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. After the turnover, it's Tua. It's complete. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown! Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance according to next-gen stats. Bullet good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Tannehill rolling to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second and very short, Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 22, Titans 10. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hey, check back, back 6. You ain't got nothing. Here we are. Mike 6. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Wait. Hey, check back 6.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let him know. Hey, check back 6. You got nothing with this. You got nothing.
Here's Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 52. Mike 52.
On fourth down, Tannehill. Dance. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, man, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat?
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Yeah. Hey. Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Watch the blood. Watch the blood.
Now Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They snap it to Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Titans 10. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. And this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Running from the gun with Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. On the move to his left. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Jalen Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey.
Now Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Dolphins 31, Titans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 38, Titans 17. Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll roll him out right. He's got Swaim here as tight end out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Switch it. Switch it.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Steps away. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's checking. Crash, slam.
Tua going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts. I go,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Tannehill on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tua now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check back, back 6. I got you. Right. Back 6.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the option, here's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Working with a 2nd and 4. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 31, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
6 yards left on second down. Now it's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Raekwon Davis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. Powerful running, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they get a rare victory to move to 4-12 with one game remaining.